Like you'd be top tier. You'd be in this upper echelon of trading.
How's it going, everyone? It's Friday, July 14th. We just wrapped up the trading week. Just wanted to give you guys a quick market recap today because there's a couple of sneaky entries that some people in the Discord caught today with using the model, and I was unable to be in front of the chart all day. I actually missed both of the entries that we had, but I will say the model was 2 for 2 today, and it looked great. So I'll run through those real quick. But overall, not a bad week. In terms of results, I don't have the data readily at hand, so I'll have to make another video coming up on Sunday going through the actual results of the model this week. This week was a little different. I was talking with someone in the Discord voice, and we were talking about how this week was a trend week. So if we took any shorts, we were just scalping shorts at that point. So a lot of updates this week, and I actually think we only took this session low twice this week, and one of those was today. So we were kind of fighting the market using the model, but I mean, nonetheless, I still think we were at least over 50% on the model win rate. So um, like I said, I'll get that video out and done on Sunday. I'll work through all the plays and share the data with you guys. I'll even show you what I actually use to track. So first thing we're going to look at is this session high right here. So as you see, this gets rated, and we don't really have any bearish entries anywhere except for this right here. So this is where the sneaky entry is going to come into play. Typically, I don't like when we retrace all the way back up into this fair value gap right here. Typically, I don't like a retracement that long, but it was perfect, perfect premium for the short. What I was going to do on this, because I had to leave and go pick up some Amazon packages today around like 11:30, so I knew this fair value gap was going to come into play, and what I was focusing on doing at this time was coming together with a 1 minute short entry, 1 minute confirmation short entry. So let me go on and play what that would look like. So this is the short right here. You could have entered, people did enter right here and they rode that pretty far away, at least got their 1-to-1 RR. A lot of people got 2R right there. My partial would have been at 5 handles, but I just want to show you what that 1 minute confirmation short entry would have looked like right here. So I'm waiting for a 2022 model on the 1 minute time frame off of this 5 minute. And we get this fair value gap right here. And there it is. Institutional order flow entry drill right there on that candle. And I believe it was just history from there. So if we wanted to ride that, depending on how far we wanted to ride that down, really would have just depended um, on where your 1RR and 2RR were. But I mean, 5 handles was right here. Stop would have definitely been safe up here. So I'm not sure if the 1 minute entry ever got to 2R, but we can watch real quick and just see. And 1 minute entry does hit exactly 2R, and we actually hit our 5 handle partial as well. So um, this might have been your better entry. We take into the fair value gap right there. So if you don't get filled with this institutional order flow entry, Joe, right here, this is definitely going to fill you. Wicks would have wicked up past your order. So that delivered as it should have. That was one of the models that came out today, and let's see how far down this goes. I think this goes all the way down to sell side, actually. Yep. So Pierce's sell side right there, and this was the sneaky, the actual sneaky entry I was talking about. So while you're in this short, you could have been targeting this low as your sell side, right? But here's what you got to pay attention for. So while you're in this trade, you also got to recognize that your one target right here, your sell side liquidity right here, is also your previous session low. So once you get out of this trade targeting this sell side liquidity right here, you have to automatically switch gears right there and look for your long entry because the model is forming long. As soon as we take out this session low, we're going to look for a long entry, and this is exactly what happens. So there's our tiny fair value gap. So it's about, what is that? Half it or one tick maybe? Let's see. 41.50. Okay, two ticks right there. And boom, there it is. And we'll see where the two are, or if we got 2R. First partial would have been at 1R, so stop loss probably would have been safe at the bottom of this candle right here. And let's see if we got to 2R. Definitely would have given us our 5 handle partial, I think, but let's just see if we would have got our 2R play. And there's our 2R. Would have hit exactly. Does it go up any higher? Yep, goes up a little bit higher as well. So you would have got your 2R. You would have been able to get all out right there. 2R, and that was the second entry. So just to go back and see what the day looks like today. Um, this would have been your second entry right here. So a session low coming in right here. Session low coming in right here, giving us the bullish for value gap right there. And just beautiful. Just wicks right into it, goes over it a little bit, and runs for the 2R. Would have been a nice little end of day Friday setup. And other than that, we didn't really have any other setups. I had a couple of different plays today that I tried to get filled in, and it actually came half a tick from my fill, which is highly unfortunate. I'll give you one example. So I liked that we had this fair value gap right here. And as you can see, we actually played out of a ton of bearish fair value gaps today, which is kind of crazy. So we played out of this 5 minute bearish fair value gap, then we play um, out of this 5 minute bearish fair value gap right here, and we played out of this one, and then the one that I was going to try and short was this one right here. And I had my limit set right at the bottom of that, which was 0.75, and wicks up to 0.5. And that didn't give me my fill, and that was going to be my last trade for the week. So unfortunately, I wasn't able to see all of that. I would have been able to ride that all the way down to probably this sell side and secure 36 to 44, or about 8 or 9 handles right there. Would have been a great end of the session, but it was just one of those weeks. Hard to get filled because the candles we were trending up for most of the week. This might be one of the only days this week that we actually had a red close. I can actually go back and look at that real quick, and we can see what that looks like. Yeah, so we have Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, and this might be the only red candle we have today. And this is just, I mean, that's a week right there. I mean, it's been like that for a couple weeks though. We've been in this nice uptrend for a long time now. And I don't know. It's an interesting time, especially for the model. We're not going to get the most high probability setups when we're in these trend markets, because the model that we're looking at is we're looking for that session highs and lows to be taken, and then we're looking for reversals. So when we have a trend market like we do right now, we're kind of in that bullish trend. When we're looking for the model, we're actually going to do better in the choppy markets, which is really funny because a lot of people hate the coin and say that search and destroy markets, where it just seeks liquidity, takes it, and then hits the other liquidity and just bounces back and forth, right? But for our model, that's actually going to do us some good, because that means we're taking session highs and lows, we're taking session liquidities, and then we're running towards the other one. So those are really the days we're going to be looking for. And in terms of this market right now, I mean, this is just it's tough. The only other market I've seen that was more difficult to trade in was this past April. This past April was a crazy market, and that was before I discovered the new model. So trading that with the 2022 mentorship model was very difficult, especially using the 1 minute time frame, where we just had chop after chop, almost for like a month long. It was a crazy time. But using this model, going back and back testing it, April would have been a beautiful month for the new model. Would have delivered around 75%, I think, according to past data. But yeah, so that was the day today. Just wanted to get on here and do a quick market recap of July 14th, going over it. It was a good week overall. We had that trend week, so I think we went on the model. I don't even want to give an estimate because I haven't looked at the data yet, but it would have been positive for sure. Definitely would not have been negative. And last week it was good. It hit 4 for 5 last week. So I mean, this week it's just leveling out the data plane a little bit. So good week overall. Uh, Make sure you guys like and subscribe this, and let me know if you have any questions. Of course, be sure to follow me on Twitter. I'll put it on the screen. Twitter is Nux Trades. Uh, if you're interested in joining the Discord, that link is all in my Twitter bio. Take you to the link tree. I even recently made a little TikTok I'm experimenting with, so we'll see how that goes. But yeah, I appreciate you guys watching. Have a good weekend. We'll be back on Monday. Peace.